So far we've talked about a lot of Halloween-y movies, but nothing gets more Halloween-y than this. Let's get started. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Hello my friends, welcome back to Oktoberfest here on Thumb Together. My name is Andrew Fantasia, and today's movie is a wonderful, wonderful treat. And it's got the word treat in the title, so hey, there you go. Guys, today's movie is a film called Trick or Treat. And let me tell you, Trick or Treat is a Halloween must. If you like watching movies that take place on or around Halloween time to get you in the mood, you cannot miss this one. A little bit of clarification first. There's another movie called Trick or Treat that came out in 1986. That has nothing to do with this. That one I didn't really like that much. It's about like a kid who's got a haunted record player and then like the spirit of a rock star starts tormenting him. It's weird. It's not this. And I made the mistake when I was looking for this. I accidentally found that and thought it was this, but that is not this. No, the movie we're talking about today, this is called Trick or Treat. This came out initially at a festival called Butt Nummathon. It was released in December 2007, but then it wasn't brought into theaters until October 2009, almost 2 years later. It had a very quick, limited theatrical run and then was promptly forgotten, but it garnered a huge cult following as time went on. And rightfully so, guys, because as far as I'm concerned, Trick or Treat is amazing. If you've ever read one of those old school Weird Tales or Tales from the Crypt, any of those old horror comics from like EC or something back in the day, those comics would have about 3 or 4 short stories in one issue. So when you buy an issue, you get like 3 stories, lots of bang for your buck. Trick or Treat is in that same vein. Trick or Treat tells 5 loosely interconnected stories that all take place on the same Halloween night in the same town about just different people doing different things and experiencing Halloween in very freaky ways. And of course, bad stuff starts to happen to them. The cast includes people like Anna Paquin, Brian Cox, Dylan Baker, Leslie Bibb, and they're all hamming it up and having a great time. But nobody steals the show more than the marquee character here, the guy that is on the poster, the guy you're here to see. This guy right here, this little fella's name is Sam. And Sam is essentially the mascot for Halloween, but he's more than that. The original festival way back in the day that Halloween replaced was called Samhain, but it was spelled like this. So just take the first half of that word, there you go, you got Sam. And what is Sam's deal? Well, Sam is this little supernatural entity who walks around on Halloween night and ensures that everybody is adhering to Halloween traditions. If you don't follow Halloween traditions, like let's say you decide not to give candy out to kids who knock on your door, or let's say you decide not to decorate your house, or to take down your decorations too early, etc., Sam is going to find out and he's not going to be happy about it. And yes, Sam will kill people if he thinks their grievance is strong enough. So this is not only a movie that takes place during Halloween, it's a movie about Halloween and about how different people celebrate Halloween with different customs and whether or not those customs align with this crazy evil spirit child who's roaming around keeping everything in order. If that doesn't sound like a Halloween fan's dream come true, then I don't know what is. I give up at that point. If I can't please the Halloween fans with this, I can't please them with anything. As is typical with short stories, and especially short horror stories, every one of these 5 interconnected stories has a little bit of a twist at the end. There's no way I'm giving away any of these twists because they're all so much fun. So I just want you to watch everything and experience it all for yourself. But at the end of the day, guys, when you turn this movie on, when you put this on your television and you turn out all the lights, there's just the quiet ambiance of an October evening just out the window, and you have Trick or Treat playing on your television, and you're bathed in the orange glow of this movie because it is a very orange movie. It will be impossible for you not to get into the Halloween spirit. I cannot stress enough how wonderfully Halloween-y Trick or Treat is. It was directed by Michael Dougherty, who just made waves this year with Godzilla King of the Monsters. He directed that too. And for years and years, because so many people loved Trick or Treat and what it did, people have been clamoring for a sequel, and apparently Michael Dougherty has ideas for sequels in mind. Now that Godzilla is over, Michael Dougherty has stated that he would really like to take a crack at a trick-or-treat too. Later on in Oktoberfest, I'm going to be talking about a movie that had a lot of potential to be a Halloween classic, but that was squandered. This could pick up where that left off. This could take the reins of being a yearly traditional Halloween movie with a bunch of crazy stories that all have to do with the holiday that we can just eat up every year like we do with The Simpsons Treehouse of Horror. But I'll mention that when we get to it. I'm saving that for later because it is a very big movie, at least in my opinion. Trick or Treat will make you want to decorate your house, gorge yourself on candy, put on a costume, and just have a rip-roaring Halloween-y good time. And that's exactly what they set out to do. So mission accomplished, Michael Dougherty. So that has been Trick or Treat. That has been Oktoberfest for today. I'll see you here tomorrow for one more obscure gem before we move on to the third and final category. Until then, my friends, adios.